Here we go! Belly stutter! Black 24! Black 24! Moves! Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Green 25! Rita! Rita! Cobra! Flare! Flare! Raven! Here we go! Ringo! Ringo! Ah! Lasso! Lasso! 691! Gator Spark! Ready, ready! Easy! Cut, cut, cut! Ready! Pound 55 weak! Razor, razor! Ready, go! Igloo! Igloo! Cut it! Cut it! Belly stutter! Hot! Easy! Reset! Here we go! Cricket! Ah! 42 Spider! 4-2 Spider! Philly! 2-9 Philly! Travel! Hit!
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Handoff to the single running back. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Finds his man, it's Smith. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air on second down. Steps away to find some room. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Offense working from the pistol. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Going downfield for the big play. And he's got it inside the 25.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we called his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Off play action. Looking to scramble. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A low line drive and short kick. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Position to start this drive at their own 47. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
second and short. They'll go to the ground. Slithers into space. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw at St. Clair. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Gives it on the option. Jukes his way for more. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. He lets it fly. He's got it on the left. Off to the races. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Got it in the middle. It's Flanagan. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one.
Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. Finding open areas. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Flushed out of the pocket. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Peoples. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And to get rid of it quickly.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
To the air, it's Murphy. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
On 3rd down, going up top. The short hand, it's Flanagan. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
But you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll try to power it in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The option look. Quick toss. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. It's on target and complete. And they're able to make the tackle.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
The give on the option. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Moving out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to it. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Starts the drive trying to go up top. With the catch, it's Williams. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fouls through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to take off. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. On the run, fires downfield. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. These corners backing off a bit. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Quarterback making adjustments. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Here's the pressure. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will try try to kick this one in to get things underway in the second half. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or...
And now in the pitch, the ball got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. On to attempt the try. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 14 to Michigan.
Back to throw, it's Murphy.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Got his man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up.
There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Notre Dame once back up near its own goal line, now on the move. A 1st down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from a defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that 2nd down.
This is a designed run. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
He'll take it himself. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of let the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line, first down. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Swings it out to the flat. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Strong. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space.
Looking deep down the right side. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Black 24.
Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Inside the 40. Oh, better look out. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Works the middle in tight quarters. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Got enough space. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Notre Dame, 28.
After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Grab near the marker. It's strong. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. back to the line.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Buys a little time with his feet. That's caught. It's Hardy. Jumped on top of the pile.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Quickly to the flat, wide receiver screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He goes out of bounds across the 25, parking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Hardy. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Extending the play. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
To the air, it's Murphy. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the comeback is on.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball past. If you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Tight end now in motion. Trying to pound it in. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside you. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
The Buckeyes inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Turning it on. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
First and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. They'll send the tight end in motion with the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Back to pass, it's Murphy. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He wants a big play here late. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Flanagan. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they fight.